Alright, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? It's your boy Suave, man. And we're back with some. Oh, is my camera messing up? Okay. Man, we back with a lot of live, man. We went 2-0 yesterday, predicting the two games that we did like. We went with Duke and dang, I forgot the other team we went with. Oh, Duke and the Kansas game. Kansas got smacked up like I expected them to get smacked up by Texas Tech. I'm telling you, the ranked teams on the road, it still has yet to fail. It's consistently happening. And then Duke, they got it done. They actually covered as well by a point. I think there's an 8.5 or 9.5. No, it was like 8.5. I think they covered. Yeah, they covered. But we took their money line, Duke money line, and Texas Tech. It's the only two games we truly looked at. But I'm gonna give y'all two more games today that I do like, and a little bit of NBA. Not too much that I like on the NBA today. Not too many crazy good games. I can just be like, oh yeah, they're gonna get it done. But let's get into some college basketball. I did see some college basketball I did like. I was looking at it throughout the day when I was out. So, first game that I do like, I like Virginia at home against Pitt. Virginia undefeated on the road. They have not at home. They have not lost at home yet. So, take that information, do whatever you want with it. All right. So, going based off Pitt, man, they're 6-4. Pittsburgh, they have turned this team around. Pittsburgh. I remember I was saying Pittsburgh was one of the worst, was the worst team in the ACC. Now look at them. They're sitting at 8th. So, you got to give them where credit is due, I guess. But, let's look at them now. Yeah, they're sitting in 8th. Shoot. The worst team in the ACC now is Notre Dame. Notre Dame and Louisville. So, going based off that information, Pittsburgh is 6-6 against the division. Virginia, they're 10-3 against the conference. Like I said, they're 13-0 at home. On the road, I mean, Pittsburgh, they're pretty good on the road. They're 5-2 on the road. But getting into some numbers here, Virginia, they're 6-3 against the spread in the last 10. They pushed one time against North Carolina State, and they're 8-2. In the last 10 as well. Pittsburgh 6-4. But Virginia, they have literally won almost every game. They only lost to North Carolina State on the road and Wake Forest on the road, which those are credible L's because Wake Forest is up there when it comes to talent in the ACC. But I will say that North Carolina State, they were up there. They kind of still are up there. But, I mean, at the end of the day, they're better than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, they're on a good little winning streak. They done won 3 games in a row. One of them was on the road as well against North Carolina State. I mean, of course, they beat Notre Dame. They beat Wake Forest. They lost to Miami. They even beat Duke on the road. They beat Georgia Tech on the road. They beat Louisville on the road. They have won every road game except the Miami game that they recently just played. Virginia has won every game that they've played at home. So this matchup is going to be good. It's not just going to be a, smack 'em up type matchup. I mean, they got the spread at -6.5. That can go either way. But I know a lot of people are on that 6.5. But let's get into some numbers. Pittsburgh, they shoot 33% from the 3. Overall, 43% from the field. I mean, Virginia, they defend at 39% from the field, 30% from the 3, so they defend really well. Virginia, on the offensive side of things, they shoot 38% from the 3 and 45% from the field, which is really good from the 3. And Pittsburgh, their defense is pretty solid. From the 3, they allow opponents to shoot 30% from the 3 and 42% from the field. So, when they are at home, though, Virginia shoots 40% from the 3 at home and 47% from the field. Pittsburgh holds the 3 to like 32%. It's all right. But from the field, they allow opponents to shoot 45% from the field. Pittsburgh, when they're on the road, they shoot 37% from the three and 45% from the field. But Virginia, defending at home, they allow opponents to shoot 26% from the three, 35% from the field. So with that being said, since I feel like I'm going to rely on Virginia's defense from the three in this one, and rely on them to knock the three-pointer down. They should cover the -6.5, but me personally, you can probably take that line a little bit lower. Alternate line. So if you did, okay, hold on. So yeah, they got it at 6.5. I mean, that's all you could do it at right now. Normally they have different ones. I mean, I like the 6.5. They got the over/under at minus, or they got the over. Oh my God, the over/under at 121.5. I mean, I think this to go over, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I went 121 total points. I feel like that's a gimme. But yeah, I mean, give me Virginia spread since you can't alternate it on BetMGM. Yeah, give me Virginia -6.5 and the over 122.5 points. Feel like that's a gimme. You know what I mean? It ain't like these two teams are just absolutely trash. If you want to count, literally Virginia has went over, or they went under against Miami. They went under 131. Oh yeah, that game was terrible. Miami scored 38 points. Nah, I remember I put money on that game. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, 38 points? What is this? I thought that I was watching some AAU basketball for a second. So I do like Virginia spread though. So give me Virginia spread at 6.5. Let's see, there's another game I like. I was looking at the Providence game. I haven't betted on Providence in a good little minute. I know a lot of people are on Providence. I like the Indiana State game as well. Dayton. I like Dayton. San Diego State. Somebody in my somebody in my Telegram asked me about San Diego State in the Colorado game. So let me go ahead and get into that real quick. The San Diego State and Colorado game. Colorado State. Alright, so San Diego State, they're fourth in the conference. Colorado State, they're third in the conference. I mean, Colorado State 3-4 away. San Diego State are 11-0 at home. All right, they got the spread at -5.5. They just lost to Nevada on the road, but like I said, they're undefeated at home. So, 4-5 against the spread, 64 in the last 10. Colorado 64 in the last 10, 4-6 against the spread. I mean, they're on a 4-game winning streak right now, but all at home except Fresno State. Fresno State is garbage. They're supposed to beat them, and they beat them pretty well. San Diego State, on the other hand, yeah, they smashing people at home really bad. They're doing folks bad at home. All right, they're doing people really bad at home. San Diego State is. So, I mean, Colorado, they shoot 37% from the three. San Diego State defense is top 50 when it comes to defensive rank. allowing opponents to shoot 30% from the 3 and 41% from the field. Really good. Colorado State shoot 50% from the field. That's 4th in offensive ranking overall. San Diego State shooting 45% from the field, 33% from the 3. And Colorado State, they defend average at that. At home and away, San Diego State shoots 31% from the 3 at home and 46% from the field. Colorado State's gonna let them play their ball game because their three-pointer defensive rank isn't too hot. I mean, it's average. 33% from the 3 and 44% from the field. Colorado, when they are on the road, they are shooting 33% from the 3 and 46% from the field. But San Diego State defense is really good at home, allowing opponents to shoot 38% from the field and 28% from the 3. So, I mean, they got the spread at -5.5. San Diego State, they have not lost at home yet. They beat up on a conference at home. But I feel like 6 points is a little too much, especially if you're just not blowing them out, like, on the percentage-wise. Like, it's going to be a close game. Colorado State, they're hot right now. I mean, they only won one road game, and that was Fresno. But I feel like they'll cover. I mean, they lost to Wyoming. They lost to Wyoming on the road. That's terrible. You can't lose to Wyoming on the road. They lost to Utah. I mean, San Diego State lost to Nevada on the road. They beat the Air Force. They just played Colorado State on the road and they lost. Boise State, they lost. Shoot, San Diego State suck on the road too. So it's pretty much like the same team type deal. I mean, because Colorado State 13-1 as well. At home, San Diego State is 11-0 at home. So I feel like they'll cover this spread. I mean, on the season they're 13-9 against the spread. I feel like they're giving too many points. They're giving 6 points on Caesars and Bet365 and DraftKings, and 5.5 on FanDuel and BetMGM. But I don't know. Colorado State, I feel like they'll cover that spread. It's just not giving me enough detail to tell me otherwise why San Diego State should cover. Plus, you got 70% of bettors on San Diego State University. So I'm rocking with Colorado State +6, +5.5. But I will say I'm probably not gonna bet on the Colorado game. I was throwing that inside out for somebody in my Telegram. If they are in here, if they're not, then I'm gonna let them know now that hold on, I forgot to look at one more thing. Colorado State on the road. Yeah, I don't know. They only covered one time against Fresno State. I don't know. This game is a toss-up. I'm going to just stay away from that game for sure. All right. So, Virginia. We got Virginia for sure. Dang, that was another team I was looking at. Oh, Dayton. Dayton, 11-0 at home against Duquesne, bro. 3.5. They're 3-4 on the road. They're not good on the road. Duquesne, come on now. They got me at -8.5. I feel like that's too small for them. I feel like they finna smack these boys up. I mean, they already walked into their house and smacked them up by 10. Why would we not smack them up at home? You know? So Duquesne 5-5 against the spread, 5-5 last 10 games. Dayton is 8-2, 5-5 against the spread. Okay. So Duquesne offense, we already know how their offense is. They shoot 32% from the three, 43% from the field. It's not really too well. They're a below average team. Dayton on the offensive side of things, they shoot 47% from the field, 40% from three, eighth at 3-point offensive ranking when it comes from the three, which is crazy. Duquesne defense, they allow opponents to shoot average from the three and average from the field as well. Duquesne at home shoots 50% from the field, 42% from the three. I mean, not Duquesne. Dayton at home shoot 50% from the field and 42% from the three. Duquesne, literally, they defense from the field, they allow opponents to shoot 46% from the field. Not only that, they're pretty decent on the road when it comes to defending the three, because they allow opponents to shoot 28% from the three. That's pretty solid. But I feel like Dayton's gonna blow them boys out. Let's just be honest here. But when Duquesne's on the road, they shoot 34% from the three, 43% from the field. Dayton defends pretty much normal, 31% from the three, 38% from the field. So I like Dayton in this one, especially if they can knock down the three. I mean, shooting 40% from the three is absolutely insane as a team. They got them at -8.5. I like the 8.5. Let me see if you can catch it any lower. Oh, you can get it on FanDuel at 7.5. FanDuel is at 7.5. I would take it. I like that. But Dayton and Virginia, I mean, I like the teams that haven't lost on the road. Even if you want to do money line, you can do the money line. Why not? You don't always have to do a spread. Everything you take from this, you don't necessarily always have to do the spread. Just keep that in mind. But yeah, I definitely like Dayton and Virginia. I feel like those two teams can definitely get it done easily tonight with us kicking our feet up, hands behind our head, chilling. You know what I mean? Let's see if we got another game. We got Nevada tonight at 11. I don't know. I'm done betting on Kentucky. Baylor. I'm done betting on those teams. Unless it's something I like. But Dayton and Virginia are the two teams that I truly can believe and trust today. Yeah, that's what I like. I mean, Florida, they play LSU. LSU they're 1-5 on the road. They can't win on the road. Florida is 10-1 at home. Shoot. Yep. So on the road, LSU played Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, A&M. They beat A&M, they covered. They lost to Auburn, they didn't cover. They lost to Georgia, but they covered the 4.5. They lost by 4. They got smacked by Alabama. They did not cover the 13. They got smacked by Tennessee. They did not cover the 13.5. That's insane. Florida on the road. Auburn, they beat them 1-2. Georgia, they beat them. Did not cover the spread, 8.5. Mississippi State, they beat them, covered. Arkansas, they beat them, covered. And Ole Miss, they lost to Ole Miss. Kentucky. They lost to Kentucky by 2. And they did not cover. So, LSU shoots 35% from the 3, 46% from the field. And Florida, they defend normal. They got the over-under at 162. Shoot, that over should hit, honestly. Both of these teams, they're just terrible at defense. It's gonna be some basketball played. I mean, Florida, they defend really well from the 3. On the road, defending at 26% from the 3. At home, godly. Honestly, they shoot 36% from the 3, Florida does, and LSU allows them to if they're gonna allow them to do that. They cannot defend the three. They allow opponents to shoot 37% from the three. That's insane. That's insane. Honestly, I like Florida in this matchup. I like Florida in this matchup for real. Whoa, that's insane, boy. They cannot guard the three whatsoever. Yeah. Even if you don't want to do the -10, live bet it. Florida definitely. What in the world? That's crazy. That's crazy. But honestly, those are the three plays I absolutely do like. I don't really like anything else. But if you are here, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Like I said, join the Telegram. It's free. Click the link in the description. But those are the plays I like. And your boy Suave is out.